Greetings, salutations, folks. This is Lord Ryan here. Today, I hope this is not too loud, but I had to readjust a couple things like 8 different times. But normally, I have my music blasting, but then, again, this is just me. Anyway, we're playing Arknights. We're doing more vocal stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do my 1 whole hour nonsense with the event, so there's that. But, yeah, we got about 4 days left, so I can actually reconvene my thoughts here. Unfortunately, I don't know if this will pick up any outside noises, so forgive me. So, I'm probably not going to read through all the dialogue because there's going to be a string on my throat if I try doing that. So, of course, we're going to have to worry about air units. Trying marksman cosplay. Sure. Oh, new outfit. Greatest graduation in history of Central 4. College of school is no greater ever have than that's right. Let me turn on my fan. History of ladder and communication. This has to be a flashback because she's not wearing her current outfit. The pews audience square we're set to see a certain play on their own graduation ceremony in Laurano. Even if she has already completed preparatorial courses in university. As I said, to completely without a ceremonial flair. Students open their classroom windows and watch this flare. Of course, that's right, they have like sentient, like, confession booths, which are robots now. There's a place where last night. Oh yeah, that's right, she does play the guitar, that's right. Questions. Drawing the right hair sanctum performs in a high set volume. Of course, I'm going to try to speed read this because I don't want my phone to melt. Because I'm trying to keep it. I don't know if the fans picked me up, so I'm trying to test that later. I guess this is before she joined statistics. I'm not gonna pretend like I know the 100% the lore, but it's like, okay, I'm still stunted by, okay, did they just give the rights of making an animal an angel? Because I always thought it was a sancta. After all, you have the original performance of the year from the other program, congratulations, Al, even if it's a few years late. Yeah. Man, I bet that, graduation ceremony. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't really seen too much of Mostima ever since the Code of Brawl. She's been mentioned a couple times, but not really seen. Which is a thing, because I think she was one of my best casters when I first started playing, along with Anya, and I want to say Dusk? No, wait. Yeah, Dusk, because oh shit, I keep forgetting their names, because there's so many characters. One of her sisters does the summoning, and she's, I guess she's a supporter. Which is funny because I have both Texas on the team, I have both Exia on the team. The only thing missing is a Croissant Altar. Croissant Altar. I still remember the funny animations that they try to post on YouTube from Billy. And they literally just gave Croissant Thor's hammer. Just because. Because I think they knew memes, and I guess they also gave Bagpipe the gun lance from Monster Hunter. We gotta make it. What is that? There's probably a cohort guardsman right behind you, since I heard that they came into the room. Maybe the guard say this is your last chance or something like that. But you insist on refusing to explain your disruption of the Summit of Nations and reveal the forces backing you, the Summit Tribunal. I have to hand you over to someone else. I don't know what kind of punishment you'll face, Al. A lot around leniency has never applied to those who violate the law, especially these days. Come on, apple pie with mayonnaise. What? The music is always such a banger. What's going on? What's the explosion downstairs? A terror attack? Aren't they interrogating a terrorist suspect upstairs right now? Who else would be there to attack the Summit Tribunal? I'm a confessional El Cardo 01 position. Hold a professional? Fine. Who gave the confession booth a gun? What's going on? Who let that in here? Did not realize that there's one malfunction? But that's just a mobile professional, buddy. Yeah, and it's packing. I don't know, the audio is going over. I had to lower the volume a lot for my voice to even show up on the previews of my testing. Alert! A mobile professional is attacking us and attempting to rescue the suspect. Calling all combat units. Ready to back up. I repeat. Community L, I'm here to save you. Me? That's a good idea. Basically, if you find out the secret, basically this professional and usually will help me out. It's nothing. I realized it's something usual. The quick number. I know that when you stopped it before, I didn't think too much. I'll first start with LC for Larana automatic mobile professional, but this one starts right at ELC. Cheap practice scanning the entire city. Something professionals went one by one until I noticed her. So much docket. Alright, XZA, Pontifical cohorts, reinforcements will be here soon, and the Nutri guards will also be on the move. We need to get now. Hey look, thumbnail material! Guards respond constantly when emergency passage of chaos. I still don't know if I really want to call it XZA anymore. I still like calling it Exia, because why not? Breaks down the door over the professional speed towards her blocking doors from the Pontifica cohorts. She hops into the interview and says her setting into one of the signs, something like her converse between the boards and Vincent. Confessor, wait, you've been exposed, so can we go back to normal, right? Here, Savior, Doctor, you're so awesome! There's 3 guns in here. Feel free to use you, please. Search all the bullets for non-lethal. Yeah, it's still gonna hurt you though. Because I took a perfect gun. The same classes game like guns. New escape plan. Then through the windows we go. The noisier the better. We draw attention and make it easier for his bounty to slip away. You won't fall apart, will you? Oh no! Is the doctor's gonna drift? Got it. This party's about to begin, so we're showing how the perfect pairs that we can do. This party's getting crazy! Let's rock! Yeah, I would still like to play Devil May Cry, but never enough time. I don't know how XZA manages to get so many guns at once, surpasses all the pontifical cohort bullets. You're also unsure if falling through from a window this high will pose a problem back in reality. All you do is take her and zoom into the sky. Not the best place for that. Time and place, Exia. Time and place. So Doctor's actually involved this time. I checked out the strike as well as twice. Since when did you react so fast? Sure enough, you took the roofs, Al. What's the Contrarian ever since you were little? Well, she is a sniper. She would be on higher ground. But the confessional and that girl. Oh, just good friends of mine. You said all this law-breaking is about waking Laurano up. You were never the type to talk theory or explain something away with fancy rhetoric. By waking Laurano up, you mean to rouse everyone in the city awake? It's complicated. Look at me, Al. The young man went to her sister, son of and she said, look at me, she told me, not easy to deny you before she cried. But one time, speaking of studies not the time. Well, you walked away. You were only just creating a cardinal of the Senate Tribunal and just found out you were prime substance though. You're as good as defrocked, aren't you? Remember the gunsmith had me pick a sword maybe from a burning gun? Of course, I remember. You didn't even mull it over. Just went straight for the date Mama Tata brought you home. I told myself to protect you then and then forever. He says, aren't you afraid that you're saying you're covering for me? You don't get it, huh? When choosing whom and or what to protect, trust comes first. Time we spent together, the empathy and understanding between us, that's what traitors and sisters. I trust that we'll make it right first. So, yeah, I see it. I'm not covering for you just because this is a fact. There's plenty of other reasons for me to do so. And there were some things that haven't been like this year. You know, now that they mention stuff like this, we haven't seen Pistol Pope yet. We haven't seen the Pope yet. This is the way. Yeah, we were completely vanished. Because the Pope was around during Guiding Ahead and was briefly mentioned in that other Escaposio event as well. So it's like, where's the Pope? Is he on vacation? It's so fast. Do cargo engines don't have the power? There's too many forks here. Plus, Liam is spits away from the confessional. Contact the notarial hall and request executor support. Oh no. Also scan all mobile professionals on the Industry Net and see if you can find a designated ELC-01. Look ahead. Okay, I was not expecting Monster to do goofy stuff like this. You finally catch up with you after cleaning out the escape route and won't let Ryan's tear you apart. That's some hard work. You know, I have to command your sharp senses. You figured out Ryan was raising a colony based on just a few Sancta operators' particular reports. It might have been too late, but we waited a little any longer might be worse. We'll be on our guard and anything strange pops up. Closure is busy reconstructing the new plates. While you don't take the second to decide to come with me. But yeah, I still haven't even done chapter 15 yet, so I do have some implications of what happens. Not because of the memes. I try not to think about it. You're welcome, though. I'm used to it always. Alright, what's next? We're hiding for so long, and now our efforts are going to waste. Again, let me move and hinder strange rituals over the people already looking from their brain. I'm sure the machine is already reacting, and Kuria and Nutri are speeding things up over their respective things. Does it still want everyone to finish the dreams to complete its experiment? Can't use any of the skills here. Their comm controls turn you into this. Oh, if the audio seems a little weird, my finger is like right where the freaking audio is, which is kind of like a weird placement. But it's like the only way I can like hold it properly without hurting my fingers. So I'm going to do that now. Right here, monster. I don't think anything you drag you around either, so. Grits teeth. Doctor! Open your door. There's a couple of donuts in there. I have to refill my energy. Nom. Running wildly, brandishing claws. Are you holding up? I'm kind of used to it. That's fine. It's like how you used to carry me around. Now's not the time for jokes, Doctor. The shrine of nurturing incubate those monsters with halos in the dream, but how do they even get them in the vague reality? Notice the strange colors around us? Yeah, because everything's like all chromatic and whatnot. But they excel in some kind of visual acuity. Uh-oh, they're catching up. Alright, hold on tight! This is so goofy. I gotta remember to take a screenshot of this later. I think it's just a facade, and so the chaos it wasn't caused by the machine going haywire. It's the opposite. It dragged everyone to click just so it could maximize its synchronization effectiveness. And output is pre-programmed results, which is it could do if it was running at full power. Doctor, we have to do. Exactly prompt to make this decision. Have you found a connected point yet? I've tried various methods ever since we came to Lara with our lead in hand and entered the dream, but the machine's operating logic is too unique. I need more time. We're really exposed in both dreamland and reality, Doctor. The city is rejecting us like a virus. So our current priority is to stay alive. Calamity's already here and you're certain. But there's no time to express any regret as you and monster run through the illusion of reality fleeing. And no, looking at a lead the trail to your fate. This is so goofy. It's like, yep, this is normal now. It's like this. I'm no longer surprised. This is normal now. The trip to Lanra has been perilous. Yet the puppy rights helps you help yourself to something yourself. Unconsciously, you already entrusted your life to her, to Monster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what the implications are. Huh? That. I thought I was seeing things. Shall we go greet our mutual friend? Keep moving, Artura. Are you worried about the doctor? I am worried, but it's not my top priority at the moment. It is the first time I ever seen that woman who took the doctor away, but her appearance and combat style are familiar to me. With her, the doctor is not in immediate danger. Also, the doctor has drawn away many of the monsters and created an opportunity for us to escape. We should leave at once and locate the Pope. Yeah, I was just talking about it. Where is the gun Pope? Where's Pistol Pope? Fetty, I helped you to add your mission report to Rhodes Island. I will write it myself. Alright. But now you can hear me swear and cuss because I screw up on some placements.
All units, double check the status of your anti-originium equipment.
The scent in the air is changing.
I still don't know what the fear does.
You saw nothing. Got it. You can't stop me. Switching forms. Moving to designated location.
Text area units first. Got it. Okay. Claws of the Sanctum. Gains fear after several seconds when it takes cost down to 50. I don't know what the fear thing does. Might as well not find out anyway.
You can't stop me. I'll carve my name onto every little bit of originium out there. The good news is, come on, let's see what tricks you jackasses kept up your sleeves.
They will pop up some useful information.
The fact that she can attack areas with her O3 is a little bit insane.
Whoever said a wheelchair couldn't get up onto a steel beam? Got it. You can't stop me.
Vermin. This will be over soon.
The music's freaking banging though. I gotta look it up later.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Mission accomplished.
Okay, so those guys actually do help fight, but they don't do that much damage. Okay, good to know. Seems like we come up empty-handed. The room shows little sign of human activity. It is unusual household furniture. Seems to be rocking chair, coffee maker, and shooting target all over the cover with dust. The terminal seems no communication occurs. There are no messages. There is no opportunity to present any additional requests for now. Familiar deduction. Pope Evangelist the Ninth has been missing for roughly 2 weeks. I only met His Holiness once. I already mentally prepared myself, but to know something really has happened to him. Arturia, explain. You seem to have a theory as to where His Holiness has gone. Every light that will know one day will be extinguished. Etched in my mind. It's an interesting expression after all. The day will come. Of course, it's just a hunch. Yeah, because Santa Pope knows all. The Pope points at his own halo. It's been sending me a lot of warnings lately, but I refuse to respond to any of my questions. What does that mean? To put it another way, our glorious law is suddenly no longer interpretable. I only know how to play the cello, Your Holiness. Of course. Interpreting Holy Scripture is the Pope's job. Trouble has popped up at work, and I have to figure out how to solve it somehow. So what do you need me to do? Stay vigilant. I'm not sure what exactly will happen, so this is the only thing I can say. If the Holy City's lights do go out, the trust in your ideal understanding, your ideal emotion, that the kind of unreserved, pure, and honest communication that you seek. I can read, damn it. As an alienist like you have perhaps become a panacea or a poison, but regardless, you will turn things around. It sounds like if I have no reason to refuse you. Though I'm not the only alienist Alorado has. Indeed, it's just that about to contact the other saints. Though I pray that we still have time. So this is why you began suspecting of surrendering so early? Not the whole reason, Fetty. The one inner main theme may stay the same, but it's harder for me to miss those supplementary and missing segments all blend together too seamlessly. Sister Hildegard has a good example. The concerns for me more, though, is the incident happened before His Holiness managed to find you. The situation is too complicated. All along I was following the unfounded calamity and scale of the experience of Witch King's Pavilion. We require support. But fortunately, I have a cello with me. She has a really powerful cello. Magister? No answer. Walks around in the workshop but fails to find her master. She spots a bottle of eye drops in the workbench uncapped. Fanny, about time. Huh? A gun knight came earlier and took Pagani away. Before he left, the gun knight told me to tell you to hurry over to Akura to assist their investigation. And are you two in sort of trouble? Either way, you better get to the Ikuria. The gun knight wasn't in the best moods. I wonder if it's that certain female gun knight that we keep saying. It must have been because of her and Elle, but no matter what she thinks, her master should not be caught up in this. Wait, those are... Some bullet casings are scattered on the workbench as they are casually left by a careless gunsmith. Vanani puts on her gloves and began collecting them as she usually does, but suddenly she feels as she recognizes those casings like they're old friends. The shells are smooth and touched, even the etchings of the rubbed flat. How many times have they handled? What kind of bullet casings would receive such care in those hands? Vaniani takes off her gloves. She touches a casing, the metal is still slightly warm. Uh-oh. Pag. Deus Benus, Lord Almighty, you scared the glasses off of me. Are you finally going to say something? You already 4, you know. Any sancta your age should be speaking with a bright halo over their head. Alright, I was hallucinating. You still can't talk. I would have left this rotten place long ago if I hadn't picked you up by chance. Just thinking about having to live in the same city as that damn Patrizion makes me sick. How many hospitals and churches have it been, huh? And still no one has any idea if you were just born like this or if Lord has a problem with you. It's been 3 years and you have no halo, and neither do I, so of course I have no clue what's going on your head. Since I've gotten used to my little mute here, and even myself is growing quieter day by day. Whatever, you have run off in the middle of the night, so I'll just assume you like it here. That's enough for me, considering that was how I was supposed to go. If you ever want to communicate with me, you have to figure it out on your way. So, oof. Ronnie, let's go. Why the sudden hugging and crying and laughing? Did I flip a switch somewhere? You don't usually respond to anything I say. Are you trying to make it up for all these years at once? Also, what's with the sudden light over your head? The doctors and clerics treating you in the past 3 years couldn't do a thing. Did you pick a gun with that Luminel kid and now you're fine? Still can't speak, huh? Don't you Sancta sprout halos with your first word? Did your halo come out early because they got impatient? You guys are messing with that vigorously. I'm no Sancta, but I don't get how you communicate with that kid through the guardian gun, or how much it mattered to you. In any case, now I have understand me perfectly, and that's enough for me. Okay, that hurts. If you're willing to listen, I'll teach you a less violent way to communicate. Sit here and stay. And stay. Look at the bullet cases here. I'll teach you. Since when I was able to talk, I shouldn't. Because Exia was around? To little Valani, understanding an expression were a pair of rusty doors blocking her from communicating. She lived with the Garluius and erratic Liberi for 3 years, unable to figure out when he was happy or angry, unable to express her own annoyance or aberration. She never thought of Sancta with both fiery hair and Preside would blast a hole into her seal-off heart with the need for words. Later, her master pieced small bullet cases together and taught her a holy language. Even after she finally learned some simple phrases, they still used the shells to communicate. But today, she no longer remembers what they exactly did. She did finally manage to grasp the most complex sentences while she would gently toss the shell. She dares not imagine his complex face as she wrote the shells they had used for the debate. Tearfully, she realizes once more that the case it's a warning. Yeah. No, Register. Oh wait, Vanny, I just remembered something that was bothering me. When the gun knight took Paganani away, it didn't look like they were heading for the Kuria. I'd say they were going towards the shrine at Nurtury. Cardinal Lumen, forgive me for my turners. I was just sorting out the gunsmithery handover documents just as so much. Why are you here? Cardinal 8 Amos, have a seat. Sit down! Easy now, just passing on to Kura's newest order. What kind of orders require your presence? The Kura has decided to suspend all Cardinal Lumian's work, and you shall serve as the acting Cardinal of the 7th Tribunal until her work review is complete. What? You hurt me. The Summit Tribune was raided by unknown forces recently, and the suspect Luminel, who attempted to disrupt the Summit of Nations, managed to escape during the chaos. Cardinal Lumion made contact with the suspect, but released her without authorization. After further investigation, it was discovered she actively acted similarly during the Pagus Staphytes explosion and the attack on the Shrine of Nurtury. Cardinal Lumen was engaged in several violations of the Summit Tribunal Code of Conduct as well as the law. But why me? We wouldn't have captured the suspect without crucial evidence you provide, and perhaps the naivete would have been sabotaged. Almost. You spent more than a decade in the Seventh Tribunal, correct? 2 more months, it would have been exactly 14 years. You're the oldest functionary here and familiar with the Seventh Tribunal's business. Does that not make you the most suitable candidate? It may have been an absence of opportunity rather than a personal lack of ability that has prevented you from playing a more important role. Be more confident in yourself, boy. Reverend Patrazon, I always felt that you are not much like. I still remember the first time Aurelia and I went to visit you. It was not you, but Famietia who had come home from school, welcoming us. I mean, I don't like you. Aurelia was my best student, especially talented in armored combat and firearms, but she's too much of a character and extreme way of doing things. Well, you on the opposite, you were too weak, and yet there are your own choices. I'll just say this again. I wasn't home that day because my armor broke and needed fixing. Besides, I was going to go in and make it a personal between us, and you're the one who's holding a deeper grudge, right? I personally expelled Aurelia from La Rora after all. So when it comes to that, I only blame myself. You're right, I'm too weak and have nothing to my name. I'm gonna help Aurelia diffuse her anger, even though it was alright there with her, and so she was hurt and shackled Sarkos in the Abbey, and ultimately leveled her gun at her own people. And after she made that terrible mistake, I didn't even manage to see her one last time, Reverend Patrazon. I really can't do anything. Then think about what you can still do right now. The Summit of the Nations is still ongoing, and the Seventh Tribunal has lots of business at hand. You'll be temporarily created cardinal as the Curia has decided. Alright. What? Handshake review complete. You now have access to cardinal privileges and permissions. Wait, it was so fast? I still haven't... Cardinal Amos, in the face of calamity, Laura must strive for efficiency. So there will be no welcome tea or cake for you. No complimentary cake. No dessert for you. Also, you got promoted. Congratulations. Now get to work. With the gun knight gone, Amos pulls out a chair. He opens his terminal, and his privileges have indeed already been updated, as Patrazon has said. Everything has happened so fast, he needs some time to adjust, and he suddenly realizes something. He taps on the file explorer and scrolls all the way down, finally arriving at his target at the bottom. He opens the document, his fingers pausing at the signature confirmation page. Aurelia, I finally what? Complete the sentence, damn you. Newly created Cardinal Amos sees a smile on his face reflecting on the terminal screen. It is a little ridiculous, he thinks. The fact that he got promoted out of pure chance. Ow, fingers. Hold up. I gotta fix my... This is it. It's La Rona. We're finally back. No, something's off. Those strangely colored shadows look like their shapes. They're projecting the Shrine of Nurtury? What's going on? Has La Rona changed, or do we have brain damage? Watch out, behind you! Yeah, so... Yeah. Creatures with a halo? What is... There's more and more of them. Wait, stay back. I don't need an extra halo on me. Nice shot. They didn't even dodge bullets. We should be fine. Why do you look so dazed? Let's clear a way out. What's wrong? Oh. You're fallen? Yeah, I believe it's a cardinal sin if you kill another, like, quote-unquote angel. That's what Artura and Mostima have. Though I think Mostima's more Sarkaz than Sancta. I don't know. It gets a little confusing because at first I thought the Sancta and Sarkaz were almost the same thing, but they're different. It's weird. We didn't manage to retaliate, and the Sancta who shot those creatures have fallen. Betty, I'm afraid my joke from before was no joke at all. Those things are considered Sancta and thus are people. How strange and chaotic their hearts sound. I should have listened from within the mess. What a shame of this. You can't feel our emotions either, and are anxious over it. They desperately want to share theirs, but they are only resorted to brute force. Like infant yet to grow a halo, no matter what they want to express, they can only cry and grab at their parents' sleeves. Yes, they are our people, just too immature. Immature but powerful. The law grabs at infinite halo when it speaks its first word because language represents rationality's awakening. And rationality refers to sanctifying, gaining the capacity to be the conscientious of their own people in the law. Why would the law deem a pack of non-sentient creatures as sancta and also compel them to use brute force and intervene with other people's plans? That's why I just said, this is like the equivalent of actually creating demons. Like, the intentions is really weird. Andromedas only continue to multiply. Currently, the only individual we may cooperate with is with the doctor. Being present already, the doctor must know something about the current situation. Arturo, are you certain that the doctor remembers the sound of your strings? The doctor almost present an area of my performances on Earth's Island. The pity the doctor has never attended my intended audience. I ought to be glad that the doctor seemed to be listening carefully every single time. Only your first sentence contained actual information, Arturo. Sure. Well then, Fetty, I will guide the doctor with my cello. Sound notification beeps into it. Interrupting it too. Here and now, of all times. Federico checks his communicator. Hello? Can you hear me? Aurelia, former citizen ID, yeah. A group of errant Sancta and war refugees currently north of Lauron Sea, 3 kilometers out. Requesting permission to enter the city. This is starting to sound a little bad if a bunch of Sancta just become fallen.
There is one more thing, though. Logistics gave me far too much tea and cake. Would everyone like to help me lighten the load?
Too much tea and cake. Oh, this is different. What the hell? Okay, obviously it's like ground tile. Oh boy, this is gonna be a little weird. We gotta split our forces around. It's gonna be a little weird. Yeah, I'll try to keep these things under about an hour or so, but if I can try to do like an hour and a half. This is the place. Enjoy your some rest. I thought I was going to Northern Hall or the Basilica. There would be a question about Artorius' escape. The guy knight who brought you here has other business to attend to. He asked me to tell you not to worry about the Artura case. Long has Leiden Monastery served the Holy City dutifully. There will be no excessive penalty just because a single prisoner escaped. Ew, that's good to hear. It was for another reason that you were brought here. There are so many. Would you prefer a quieter location? No, what I mean is, why is everyone in the nursery library? Yeah, bird people. Hildegrad scans the room and sees a library in all sorts of outfits sitting and for staying. There are little conversations, only a steady ring of comfort bells. Hundreds, thousands, too many to count. An entire city's worth of library seems to assemble here. Since when did the nursery become so huge, large? No more importantly, why are there all of these library here? Don't tell me that we have a room full of Pirils, a full room of felines, a room full of lupos. Astute observation. We also have rooms for fallen angels and sarkas. They're awfully forthcoming. The shrine of nursery has nothing to hide. At the conclusion of the naivete, the Curia announced that the sarkas will share the halo with all race. Nope, not sarkas. The Sancta will share the halo with all races. A simple method is to do it by race by race. Do you mean we can have halos too? We can feel each other the way Sancta do? As you felt the Abor beast's heartbeat at the naivete. Huh? Why what? Why do we need halos? So you brought me here not because of Vivani, but because I'm library? Yes. I'll be a big old light over my head like yours. Go on in, pig. Sounds like I don't have a choice, but it also sounds like a wonderful thing, doesn't it? At least it'll be good for your eyes. More than that, I think. If I had a halo, I would be able to tell what the metal heart of yours was feeling when you kicked Gia out of Laurano. I know you blame me for that. Glad to know that you know. Maybe things would have gone better for you if it hadn't happened. Over centuries of Lotteron history, many have tried to create the terrifying high-caliber revolver antique gun that the ancient tomes describe. Only you succeeded. That design, which assumed the user could withstand the recoil sometimes that of an ordinary gun, was the work of a genius or a madman. Oh, and you're bragging about being born of a gun knight. After all, you successfully tested my design before you ever putting a suit of armor. I just thought we were born to be partners. You and I, Gia, always the best of friends from primary school through university. My first official mission as a gun knight was to exile Gia from Laurano. After that, you gave up gunsmithing for the apostolic knights, opening a workshop somewhere I didn't know about, and now I decided to retire. All right, you and your Vapa shrine of gunsmithing. What use did you Sancta have for me if you treat gunsmithing like making potato chips? It's a crime for non-Sancta, isn't it? Gia got expelled. I have to have a halo put on me, and the Liberi aren't allowed to live in Laurana the way we are now, aren't we? The thing with Geo had nothing to do with being Liberi. Even if she was Sancta, the Lauren wouldn't allow someone with or apathy. You don't know shit. Lauren order and Lauren purity again? How many times do you think I've heard the garbage from you? Do you really believe in yourselves, Somnius Dominus? I'm pretty sure that's Latin, but I'm not really. Who could? How could you? Even if you ever thought once, how Gia died out there alone. I admit, I did believe in it, partisan, until the day we got hangovers together, played with guns together, cried and laughed together. No one in Laurel could clink glasses like we could. But when I saw Gia disappear into the wilderness, and you just turned her around and went back to Laurel the way you did, that was when I realized we never actually shared a damned thing. Oof. The hail is not a bad thing, Sister Hillegrad. It's Lauron's blessing, I know. From earlier nomads who founded the Burden Beast, the Liberi have always learned from the Sancta, from their ways of living, from their ways of thinking. The Liberi long for a better life, and they long to be part of the Holy City. We understand that. I know. I told that history to Artura not so long ago. But there's only one thing the Liberi can never learn from the Sancta, the Halo. That is why conflicts between the Sancta and other races living in Laurano had lingered to this day. Unable to take part in Sancta empathy, you are troubled by doubts about your faith. You suspect Laurano of being indifferent or alienated. To help with Landon Monastery's finances, you were away with Laurano for so long, Sister Helgrad. This is why you are not able. You will have sufficient understanding of the situation. You can also ask your fellow Liberi. I know how many outsiders who have lived here envy your empathy. This is why we have to share it with everyone. There is no more misunderstandings or differences. We will truly understand one another and eliminate the conflicts and barriers between us. The Liberi will become a truly inseparable part of Laurano. That sounds good on paper, but you eliminate the race identity then. It just feels so sad. What? I grew up with the sea. I know where one can find the best desserts, which alleys had cloud beasts with a special taste for pumpkin, which buildings have rooftops perfect for stargazing. At Landon Monastery, I had beer and bread with Sancta Sisters, traveled with other countries to solicit the sponsors, and got completely plastered whenever we came back. I took pictures of how their wings went through the backs of their chairs when sleeping, and they played lullabies in the chapel when I sneaked out so that the abbot would sleep a little longer. I remember that. Actually, the abbot knew. He just didn't want to scold you. I'm a Lateran. I like this place. I love it so much. You're right that I often find myself on the outside looking in. I don't know why the Sancta who had been crying a moment ago start laughing and singing at their cohorts' funerals, but Mother was a hunter. Every winter he would go into the mountains with his Harans to hunt. He told me that even hunters who have hunted together for decades can have different ideas when they see the same quarry. They sometimes even fight over it. Everyone's different. That has nothing to do with whether or not I have a halo. But you tell me that I can't truly be a Lateran until I have a halo. Do you mean that I wasn't true Lateran for the past 20 years? Has my entire life been a poor imitation? It was, Sister Hologram. Oh, Jesus. And you're not even hiding it. But it should not be seen as a rejection of you or any other library. It was simply a necessary for the acceptance of La Rana. I don't care about rejection or acceptance. I just don't think that there's anything wrong with my life. And I don't see a reason why I have to accept the so-called blessing. Oh. Rana has already made a decision, the Sister Hildred. Uh-oh, shit's going down again. It was the first time I experienced a party in Pag. It wasn't a good thing. I guess that was when my life started to go off the rails. It's like the popcorn movies, you know, the Chainsaw Guy series or the Bridges of McKellion. Chainsaw Guy, really? The Chainsaw Guy. First Gia, then you, then my friend, a student. I expelled her from Lateron personally. I worry too about Fia. What? You worry about your dear granddaughter who might run away or you'll die alone? You all had your issues. I tried to do something, but never actually helped anyone. Did you actually try, or are you just lying to yourself to feel better? Maybe both. But there's something you got wrong. I support the idea of halos for everyone, not only because I want to protect the order and purity of this holy city. You're making Laterano sound awfully racist by putting it in this way. A Laterano where everyone shares the halo will become one and whole. Will be able to solve unimaginable calamity that threatens Altera. It'll also solve all the problems we are having, including anyway. I think that's enough sharing for now. Dio Grazia. Thank God that's over. Hearing all that garbage from you again is making me sick to my stomach. This is actually kind of funny because it's actually helping me develop an Italian accent, but I don't have the Magnifico accent, unfortunately. And if I say no, I don't want to hear the light that you show you got over your head. I've got no interest in studying your honorable motives. Paganani levels this gun at the gun night. Just give me a minute. What do you mean? You're a genius gunsmith, Pack, but you're a library. You can't use the guns you make. They're just your calling cards. If you're really that furious with me, give it until the ceremony. Then you can put a bullet in me. Once you have a halo, you'll be able to use it. Packney smashes the gun against the knight's armor. Pieces fly in all directions. Broke the gun stock makes a dull thud and it hits the ground in the distance, echoing throughout the corridor. Go on in, Pag. Oh look, speaking of Mostima. Lycius Mostima, Overseer Viamentia. Your contribution to Lara is much appreciated. Now, kindly come this way. The nursery already filled to the brim? The ceremony is about to begin. The matriarch will first enlighten the library who have lived in Laron for many years. Then the broken halos and wings of the fallen angels will be repaired. Quickly now, I will lead the way. Donk. Heh. Oh god, now we need a smug Ixia face. Smug. I recognize that silhouette anywhere. Funeral. Well, it's somebody's funeral.
Make certain my claws don't scratch you.
But this will keep you quiet. Draw swords. Got it.
Monster, in position.
Oh, I didn't even get the chance to read the whale thing.
Oh, I should try adding a jet engine next time.美しき人の世と地獄のパノラマビューはどっちにしたいんだっけ？アップルパイ。 Locations? Linked.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. You can't stop me.
I'll carve my name onto every little bit of iridium out there. My talons shall be my stethoscope.
Oh, that counts? Oh, that's not good. Well, that kind of defeats the whole point of doing that.
Hear the roar of my chainsaw. Come on, let's see what tricks you jackasses kept up your sleeves.
Awaiting orders.
My blood's only gonna make this place hotter.
Vermin.
Okay, so monster's kind of useless here.
Solidify.
But that's fine. Freaking W. Freaking W's just nuking everything. Yeah, her skill 3 at mastery is already terrifying already, but it allows her to attack air units now. Come on in. Cardinal Leuman. I'm afraid you'll have to find another way to address me now. And I was under the impression that the crew wasn't letting anyone visit me, isn't it? Right. I put in a report. I was only just created. It's only natural that I would seek my predecessor's advice. Huh. You adapted quickly, Cardinal Amos. I thought you said you didn't really have aspirations. Senorita, I didn't come to gloat. Our relationship was never cloak and dagger, was it? Sorry. But if you came here to ask about Lemuel, I already said that this many times. I have no idea where she is. It's something else I wanted to talk about. Did you sacrifice your career only to protect your sister, or did you truly believe what she said? From the naivete, naivete of the Summit of Nations, something it doesn't seem about all that happened in La Roa lately. It's like we come down with some sort of illness. They're the same thing to me. There's something I want you to see. Almost turns a terminal and hands into the middle. What is this? Application to join the Legati. I wanted to be a Legatius and assigned to Volviar. You wanted to leave Lara? Why? My wife and I, we had a big fight and I left. When I came back, she had gone on a mission dealing with Sarkaz raiders, attacking caravans in the wilderness near Casdale. She has always been like that, never listened to people. It was winter. I figured she wouldn't be back until spring, but I was thinking about doing something to make up for my leaving. You know the rest, what happened to her, fallen, exiled, etc. It was convenient that the Senate Tribunal was responsible for national security and foreign relations. It took a long time, but I finally found out where she went, and I thought, I understand. What do you mean? What do you mean, though, when you said something didn't feel right? The selection standards of Legati are extremely high. A man with my ability didn't really have much hope. So the application sat in my draft box for a long time until you approved your own application when you were created Cardinal of the 7th Tribunal. Yes. Reverend Patronson said all I needed was an opportunity when he informed me of my imminent creation. I'm sure he meant something else, but this is all I could think of. However, the moment I approved the application, I just vanished. No notice of rejection, no record of being found anywhere. It just disappeared from my terminal, and I never existed. There was no way the application would have gone through. It would not be allowed to resign my cardinalate and become a legius so quickly. Besides, all the legati have recalled to Laurana. I wouldn't be able to go and see Aurelia, even if I really did become one. For me, approving the application wasn't even about making it up for anything. It was just a small, insignificant comfort. Who would want to wipe away such a small comfort? For me, that was enough to make me question if this Lauren was real. Like we're living in a fake dream. Maybe your sister's right. Have you ever told anyone of this? No, I couldn't sleep last night. You were the only one I could talk about this. This isn't some new fragile interrogation technique, isn't Cardinal Amos? You can trust me, Senorita Limos. We both have things that truly matter to us. Few things. An interesting point, Senor Limos. By the way, there's an even bigger Nativier schedule at the Shrine of Nurture today. Or the fact that the matriarch looks like freaking Gwendolyn from freaking Dark Souls. We prepared for death of all our lives, even if the place of Chimera, where everything is washed by the tides of plague and famine, an old man may lick his parched lips and say something to effect before his eyes are closed forever. Words as old as time, as they say. To some, they are the eulogy to wishes unfulfilled. Oops. Death is a conclusion to life. Flaps wings anxiously. Indeed, child, your mother will answer no more. She has died. Nevertheless, Anduin gently closes her eyes. The fledgling leans over. He is trembling, even the sheen of his hide darkened. Anduin places him on his knee and looking into his eyes. The fledgling's voice is mumbled. Anduin does not speak This does not speak the language of beasts, but he can feel sorrow like a current running beneath the calm surface. The fledgling is his own. Death is accompanied by new birth. When your mother knew that her own life was beyond saving, she chose to leave the hope of life to you. She used her last strength and succeeded. This is your first lesson. Recomea, the town with the clock tower, the abbey in the wilderness, and now I've seen so much moments, and now I have another. Each experience brings deeper insight. All walk toward the inevitable end. This is why the continuity of means is so precious. Death is a parting, a gift from the departed to the living, the beginning of the light, living's own salvation. Do not fear, child. Lament and remember, I will do so with you. I will stay outside and leave her funeral to you, Anduin. What of the matriarch? She is indisposed, preparing for the Nativier to bestow halos upon all the non-sancta here. She sends her apologies. No matter. We have grown accustomed to welcoming new life with ceremony, while funerals are always simple. Tell the matriarch that it will be a little while before I return to duty. Are you all right? The mother's passing was sudden. The child is young and unaccustomed to such sorrow. I must stay by his side. No, it's you the matriarch is worried of. What do you mean? Matriarch said that she would have been with this mother for a long time. She understands the sorrow of your heart. You are a thinker. Every journey gives you inspiration, but also fatigue. As for the child, he is a miracle. He has the strength to emerge from darkness. The matriarch wishes me to tell you that no new life in La Ronde will succumb to calamity or sorrow. They will be born equally. They will be brave. They will be strong. La Ronde will see it through. Anduin feels the fledgling Eber beast push against his arm. He wants to calm him down, but the fledgling pushes his hand away from spreading his wings. The fledgling takes flight, landing on comfort bells in the middle of the room, playing unpleasant sounds. Anduin watches it in confusion. He has worn a halo for decades, yet his eyes still struggle to adjust the fledgling's dazzling light. He's been fighting for the fledgling daily. He's been with the fledgling day and night. He knows what these moments mean. Fledgling is inviting him to play. The nurturer who has never turned down a child stands stunned. He wants to communicate his sorrow, declining his incomprehensive invitation in the most tactful way possible. But eventually he steps up and takes the young Arborbeast's claw, dancing a waltz in the middle of the empty room along with the comfort bells. The Arborbeast excitedly cries that goes throughout the room, and his feathers shine bright under the hail, showing his sheen unreservedly in the spinning circles. Their steps grow quicker, and Anduin looks towards the body of the deceased mother, trying to ascertain his own emotions. Then he realizes where to start. He's no longer sad. He is joyous as the fledgling. He is beautiful as the fledgling. He sings and dances with the future with a heart full of hope, just like the fledgling. Their spinning steps draw beautiful circles around in the air. Is this what sancta means? Only the instinct to avoid pain, but no right to sorrow or mourn? Is this the sancta? Is this the miracle of life? Yeah, you basically just don't care anymore. You just eliminate the whole importance of life and death. You just go on with the whole, it's like nihilism. No one answers his hysterical call. His matriarch has bestowed halo after halo upon the people in the Hall of Enlightenment. He alone stops in his tracks, recalls a funeral no one should not exist in his memory. The feel that Iris is a child, cruel but sincere confessions and prayers ringing in bells. Yeah, that is pretty dark if you just do not, like, react. Still no answer? Hey, Aurelia. You don't believe me, you listen to yourself. Ouch, that sound hurts my ears. It's just noise, I can't make out anything. What's going on, Aurelia? You're asking me? You're a gun knight, at least. You know more of these things than we do. You said it yourself, I was a gun knight. The stag is bad enough. You want to add to the noise, I know plenty of ways to shut you up. Sister, don't be afraid, Hugo. Please, Aurelia, the children are watching. These sancta have come a long way after a terrible ordeal that left them with broken halos and a heart full of fear, with no comfort in sight. The interceding of La Rana has always been very stable, with dedicated personnel performing regular maintenance on communication equipment located in settlements outside the city. This emergency communication post is only 3 kilometers from the Longran city. If any one of them is still working, this would be it, and it's been sent a dozen hails through the special channel with no response. If Lano really done for? Could they try a few more times, Aurelia? You look even more nervous than them. Do I? Nuda does not say more. A few children come and grab the hem of her dress, staring at them for the white walls of Lara is already visible from the sun, impeccable as the clouds. It seems the abode of a Holy Spirit who accidentally ventured into the world realm, a miracle that should not exist. The pilgrims are but a stone's throw away, dusty and tired from their broken halos and wings seem even darker in the wilderness. The pilgrims have reached the end of the journey, but is it truly the end of their suffering? That's it, Rana. Looks like the people in there can hardly even fend for themselves at this point. Get your things, we're going in. You're right, we can't wait here forever, let's go. But if we enter the city without the Cura's permission, tell me, did we fallen sinners ever ask for Cura for permission when we decided to return? Don't tell me you come back to repay Laurent's plans. I'll put you first against the wall. Stop. Uh-oh. You must not enter La Rana. Look who we got here, a Northern Hall executioner. Are you Aurelia? And you know who I am. You looked up the Northern Hall database after receiving your message. Aurelia, former citizen ID, former captain of the 3rd Gun Knights, you were tasked to escort a Lodran caravan through the northern wilderness in the winter of 1090. When you engage a group of Sarkaz mercenaries in combat, you complete your mission, but the Nomad Abbey encountered a small-scale catastrophe on the way back. The Sarkaz prisoners attempted insurrection and were executed on the spot by you. When a fellow gun knight attempted to record the events truthfully in the mission report, you threatened your co-part with a gun in order to hide your excessive use of force. In the chaos that ensued, you killed your cohort, resulting in you stripping of citizenship and exile for Lara for life. And what of it, Senior Executioner? Are you trying to remind me that Lara will never forgive my sins? Look at hundreds of people here. Some are fallen angels who are exiled like me. Some are Ere who left this holy city for different reasons. Some of them have even never seen the holy city, growing up in an cesspit like Bolivia, yet still believing in the tenets of La Rana. Have you not seen their halos? Are they fallen or are they sick? You cross mountains and rivers to come here for exclamation for any comfort that they could find. And all the Lotteran does is send a single executioner to stop us from entering. Executioner is definitely John Wick. More and more Inuri Sancta gather surrounding Federico, pointing their weapons at him. You'll keep us out because we left Laro for too long or forget how to live like other Sancta. The law punishes sinners, but what sin did I commit when I did was live 20 honest years in Lithuania? If the law is that cruel, then it's not us who should be punished. It's you and your cohorts, tough beasts of the law. I failed because you punished an innocent man. We never used your power for good. Oh, you never used your power for good. Sorry, I misread it. Federico watches the crowd quietly. The street lamps up lit in favorite times. Excuse me. Casting eerie colors upon their faces, fear, anxiety, anger, and confusion, panic, will all these emotions come together to exquisite their visage. Their hands tremble as they hold their weapons. The tension is palpable in the air. Federico is confident that he can take out their leader quickly and suppress the rest of the force, bringing the situation under control. He's always done so. It's always worked. Federico is an outstanding executioner. He's been in the Northern Hall for 8 years. He knows what he's doing. This is the 3rd year as a saint. Other than a burnt flower and a few chance acquaintances, there's no one to guide him or instruct him. Slowly, he moves his hand away from the gun of his belt, making sure the tense crowd sees it, while his eyes never leaves them. I did not come to repeat the judgment that Laurent once passed upon you. I am not here as a representative of the North Real Hall, the Curia, nor any other official in Laurent or Eden. The reason that you must not enter order is because the city is currently affected by abnormalities beyond comprehension. Your presence may cause the situation to further deteriorate. I will explain, but I need time. Arturia, you should not leave the holy city. Don't worry, I met the doctor, and I'm here at the doctor's instructions. The doctor discovery confirms my hypothesis. All of Laurent is caught up in some kind of dream, but the anomaly in the dream is being reflected in reality. A calamity has descended upon the city, like the Kriegerreich invasion of Zildjian after the disintegration of the Witch King's pavilion. God, I can't pronounce that. Maybe. I don't fully understand it myself, but there's no doubt that millions of labyrinths have been caught in the struggles between reality and illusion, and we need help. Excuse me. The Violeers and Neri. A chance dissonance is often the beginning of an interesting variation. I concur with the doctor. However, if the calamity is to engulf all Laurent, they are likely to enter the dream in the moment they enter the city. That's why I came looking for you. I brought my cello. A cello sword.
A battle without an explosion or cheering makes me feel a little uneasy. Let's head back. A drink? Maybe next time.
Okay, so according to what I have here, we got 3 more maps to go through. And I'm still kind of collecting copies of Old Man here. So we'll see the next one for next time. But I'll still try to do all this stuff here. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff we gotta cover here. Because I think it ends on the 28th, just before Halloween. What was that? Dream tiles at least twice. Defender operator. Oop. Okay, so we're almost done with that. But yeah, this is not the. I think this is not the first time that we had to deal with illusionary like fights here. But I like I said, I'm not like really huge on Arknights lore, but I do know a good amount of it. So the fact that you're trying to make everyone one race eliminates the whole idea of individuality. It's basically you're turning everyone into an angelic hive mind. It's kind of like similar to Tales of Symphonia, which I will explain whenever that comes up. But until then, this is Lord Ryan here, and we'll see you guys next time for more Arknights. Till then, later, folks!